Alright everybody, and welcome back to my channel Simply Reefing. Today we're in the garage here and I got a big brown box I'm going to go ahead and unbox for you here. So I want to show you guys what's in there and let's jump right into it. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you got a little bit of a sneak peek, but we're going to go ahead and get this unboxed. It is probably going to take some time to get it all set up, and that item is going to be boom, ClariSea Gen 2, the 5K. Couple of reasons I did go ahead and get this. For a few months I had not been running any filtration as far as mechanical filtration in the tank. A lot of my filtration that I've been going through has been more or less biological. Been using, Chaeto to uptake nutrients and nitrates and phosphates and things like that. Unfortunately, that worked extremely well. Took the nitrates, phosphates down to zero, caused some bleaching on the corals and things like that. And unfortunately, I went ahead and took that off of the system there and let the nutrients come back up. I didn't think that was going to be something that would be in the long run sustainable, as the Chaeto was growing faster than anticipated in the tank, which I guess for most people is good, but when it's lowering your nitrates, phosphates down to a point where the corals are starting to suffer, that's a problem there. So with that being said, I was just trying to get some type of balance in there. Took the Chaeto off of the system and let the nitrates and phosphates climb back up, and pretty much try to let the system balance itself out. However, that didn't work out as I planned, as I do feed a lot in my tank, and when I say a lot, almost every day I'm feeding in that tank there. So trying to get the balance back again, I threw some filter socks on a couple months back, and I'm noticing that the filter socks were just getting really grungy really quick, and these are just little 4-inch filter socks. So with the filter socks just getting as grungy as they were, I went ahead and said, okay, I'm going to need to find some way of doing this to take some of the work off of having to change out filter socks as frequently as I was with that system. So come into frame, we have the ClariSea. If you guys don't know already, ClariSea is pretty much, as I would call it, a roll of toilet paper for your fish tank. It's a consistent cycle of fresh filter media for your tank. And what I mean by that is, you guys see on the front of the box, and the filter sock. Now, this, and while I'm here, I'll just go ahead and unbox it. So first things first is this filter roll. That roll is where your nutrients are pretty much going to get trapped. Your fish waste, your fish food. If you guys do a lot of cleaning in the tank, all the detritus, everything should get trapped in here inside of the filter media. So good thing about that, like I said, it's always rolling and keeping a fresh, clean mat there. So that's good in the sense that you are removing all of the nitrates and phosphates, or in a sense anything that will break down to nitrates and phosphates. So what I'm going to do is take out the large corrector set here and try to get this put together as quickly as possible, but as accurately as possible also. So we're going to put that to the side. I got my daughter here looking at me like, wow, what is all of that? It's an adult erector set right now. So from what it looks like, we have obviously the filter roll. I'm going to have her move the camera down just a bit so you guys can see it here. So I have my daughter go ahead and move the camera, and we are going to pretty much perform some movie magic here. What I'm going to say on that is I looked at these instructions online. These are going to take far longer than you guys probably have attention for. I will tell you right now, if you guys have any kids or have remember playing with Legos, I will tell you there is a total of 50 steps on doing this whole project. So I'm gonna hit pause, put this together, but before I do that, I want to show you guys what's in each of these boxes so that way you know what's in there. Looks like we have the controller, the motor, in this box. We also have Boo Baby coming out here to say boo. A couple more parts. I'm just going to go ahead and get these all laid out here. Throw that box in there. I must say the build quality is very nice on these. It all looks like it's laser cut acrylic. So we'll see what we have here. And that looks like the bulk of the unit itself. I was right. Yeah, it looks like it's all laser cut edging here. So I do appreciate the work that they put into this and the time to make something as complex as this into such a small package. Again, I got this from Marine Depot. ClariSea, the guys over in D&D put this all together. There's been a few iterations of this design over time, and not just this one, but as far as filter rollers go and filter socks, or the roller mats as they're called. So this is one of the more popular ones that are out there that seems to have all the bells and whistles. You gonna say hi? So we're gonna go in and lay all these pieces out. Don't mind her. She found a box and now she wants to go play with it. So, all right, I think I'm almost done here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and piece this thing together. Like I said, about 50 steps in, and that would going to take some time. So here's what we're looking at. Looks like we got all the pieces are here. We're gonna go ahead and get started on this, put this all together, and I will definitely be all right, so I'm back. This thing is all together here. It took a lot longer than I expected to put this ClariSea together here, and I will say probably best if anybody want to tackle this, watch the YouTube video that they have out there outlining how to put this whole thing together. I will say I did get the front plate on here put on backwards at first, and then it took me a minute to realize that this roll just definitely won't fit in this slot over here. This motor is supposed to be here, and then the roll is supposed to be here itself. So it's all together. It's pretty late right now, so I'm probably not going to go ahead and put this in the tank as of yet. But all in all, build quality on it. Again, they use some pretty thick acrylic here. What's actually holding this together is a lot of these little nylon screws here along the edges, and that makes this as modular as it should. Now I know there's been some, I guess, I found one person that may have had an issue with it. I could see why they may have thought it was leaking. Mainly because if you don't tighten up any of this and you don't have it all put together securely, it is going to leak on you there. So best thing to do is go ahead and get these little wing nuts here as tight down as you can. I wouldn't say to go over tighten it. It is acrylic. These are nylon threads, and you could strip that out. I've got it hooked up right now, so just want to give you guys a quick little view of it rolling. All in all, I think it's a pretty good device here. I won't know officially until I get it in the tank and put it through its paces there and clean it up my system. I will actually be able to start feeding a bit more to the tank itself, and know that all the food that doesn't get eaten or is just floating around in the water column will be filtered out by this, and I won't have to worry too much on changing out filter socks, hopefully for quite a while. With a busy schedule, it does take away from that little bit of maintenance there. A lot of folks who mainly either work from home or have the time and access under their sumps to go ahead and change out filter socks a lot. More power to you. I unfortunately don't have all the time in the world to go ahead and get that taken care of. I wish I did, but you know, things get in the way and you will forget. And if you do forget, especially on a small system, your nutrients will go up and you'll be in trouble there, and you'll probably be doing a lot more water changes. So really, this is for me to get away from doing a whole lot of water changes on the system, and also to keep it as clean as possible. So I went ahead and finally got this installed and set up on the tank. It is doing pretty well so far. It's been pulling out a lot of gunk from out of the tank, mainly because I did clean out the sump, and also I cleaned the glass off inside the main display. So that's turned up a lot of things here in the water column, and it's, like I said, it's been pulling it out. I really like that. I did turn up a lot of stuff in the sump itself, try to clear out a lot of the detritus, and so far within the past hour, both the sump and the main system have been clear. Again, that's within an hour here at least. I also did clean the skimmer out to help out with some of the crud that's coming from out of the tank. So far it is rolling, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It gets clogged, the sensor's been going off and filling up, and you know, what else can you say about it, man? It's an automatic filter roller. As it gets dirty, fills up, rolls out a new piece. What I did end up doing to get it installed was, one, I did go ahead and take off this bracket that I had made to hold the drain line and the emergency overflow. I don't know if you guys saw when I had the filter sock on there, it was just kind of tied up to the top. This thing, it was pretty grungy so far. It had only been in there maybe a couple of days. So really, this is going to alleviate the problem that I was having, which was about every 2 days I was cleaning out of the filter sock. As far as feeding goes, some people might say, well, were you overfeeding for it to do that? No. My auto feeder goes off every 2 days, I mean twice a day. That auto feeder goes off, and I try to cut back a lot on the refroids or any of the powdered food or any frozen food. So that wasn't contributing to what I was seeing, which was, like I said, every 2 days I was having to change the sock out on this. So hopefully this filter roller will help out and give me back my clarity in the tank. I can probably feed a little bit more now to the system, knowing that what I'm putting in is being taken out. So the nutrient export going on should be where I want it to be. Mainly I'm trying a couple things here on the tank. I'm noticing some corals weren't doing too well. I think it was mainly, it could have been nutrient issues, because again, I was feeding a lot on this tank. So having something to take it out before it had a chance to break down and turn into nitrates or phosphates was good. Prior to this whole setup, this left side of the sump here had a lot of Chaeto in it. That was working well. It was actually working too well and reducing the nutrients down to a point that wasn't going to work for me there as far as the maintenance required to keep up on the Chaeto. It was growing a lot faster than I had a chance to be able to take it out. So I took all the Chaeto out, put some live rocks in, and it was really just the live rocks in the bottom and the skimmer doing all the nutrient exporting. Enters in the ClariSea filter roller, and that's where I'm at with this. So I know I've been rambling on here about this. It is just what it is. I'll make sure I try to do an update video for you guys, let you know, when this gets ready to roll out, how long it lasted for me here, and I will try to keep you guys updated with any other changes or new developments with this. But seeing that everybody's had success with this, I don't see any problems. Just to let you guys know, I think this is maybe about 8 or 9 inches of water that it's in right now. It's not overflowing out of the little side slot that's there, for one, and to top it off, this is a 29-gallon tank that it's in. So 29-gallon system, 14 gallons in this main chamber here. The rest of it's just sump area and stuff. So, if you guys have any questions, definitely go ahead and leave me a comment below. And as always, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up, and also that notification. Until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Depending on when this video gets out, I'll see you guys at MACNA. Peace.